A constitutional amendment removing certain male references. For example, when referencing the governor, replaced he with the governor. Proponents say it's a needed effort to reflect our current system. Opponents say it's an unnecessary effort. Vote yes to adopt the amendment, no to leave the Constitution as it is. A constitutional amendment placing work requirements on persons eligible for Medicaid services, excluding those with disabilities. Proponents say this is a needed requirement to ensure that we are helping people as they get back on their feet. Opponents say this would exclude certain people who need this from getting coverage. Vote yes to adopt the amendment, no to leave the Constitution as it is. A constitutional amendment removing certain health and safety standards and implementing late-term abortion. Proponents argue they are simply re-implementing Roe v. Wade in South Dakota. Opponents point out that the measure goes much further and includes abortion through all 9 months of pregnancy. Vote yes to adopt the amendment, no to leave the Constitution as it is. A constitutional amendment eliminating the traditional Republican-Democrat primary election system and implementing a jungle primary. Proponents claim they are creating a more fair election. Opponents point out the measure would implement California-style elections in South Dakota. Vote yes to adopt the amendment, no to leave the Constitution as it is. Initiated measure to eliminate the sales tax on anything sold for human consumption. Proponents argue the measure would benefit families by reducing costs. Opponents argue the measure is poorly drafted and has unintended consequences. Vote yes to adopt the initiated measure, no to leave South Dakota law as it is. An initiated measure to allow for recreational use of marijuana. Proponents argue the measure would improve public safety and protect freedom. Opponents point out the measure would lead to increased crime, health problems, and suicide rates. Vote yes to adopt recreational marijuana, no to reject it. A measure that would reject a law passed by the legislature in 2024, which would negate local county and city rules made with regard to property rights and pipelines. Proponents argue the measure is a landowner bill of rights, benefiting landowners. Opponents argue the measure is a landowner bill of sale, harming the landowners. Vote yes to allow the act of the legislature overriding localities to become law. Vote no to reject the act of the legislature and stop the law.